I made a trade mini for Izzabel in the U of K. I'm a little late in getting this out, but I wanted to, before I put it all together, I wanted to do a little video on how I bound this particular mini. It's kind of a chunky mini. These are all my pages, and with the tags that are going to be put in this book. And I wanted it to be bound with a spine so that it reflected an ordinary book as though you would read it. And this particular mini, the basis for the pages are these envelopes. And what I did was I cut the ends off of some of the envelopes to make pockets. The end that I cut off I used on some of the pages to make a little pocket there. And then on some of the pages I just trimmed it a little bit so that it would be a fold over pocket. I made an accordion fold for the spine, and I made it in 1/2 inch. I scored it at every 1/2 inch, and I had left a 1/2 inch between pages, so I would take the valley and pinch it together, and I adhered it together, the two pieces, and then I would come over 1/2 inch and adhere it together, the two little folds. In order to make the spine a little more flexible and a little stronger, I used this drywall tape and some Mod Podge on it, so as the pages got turned, the paper wouldn't be deteriorate from the wear of the pages moving back and forth. The spine I made out of grunge paper, and I used, this is the grunge paper. I measured how deep my book was going to be, and that determined how wide my spine was. I have a piece of just chipboard that I'm going to adhere on the inside to give some stability to the spine of this. I made some embossing on this. I used a walnut ink, terracotta walnut ink, to make the give it a leather look, and then I used rub and buff over the embossed areas to give it that leather look again. And what I'll do then is, before I put my pages on, I'll go ahead and adhere my front and back covers, and before I put my pages on I will use this for stability, and then I will go ahead and adhere this to the front and the back of my mini. And then when you open it, it'll open like a book with the pages, and it will look like this, like a real book when it's done. And I thought Izzabel then could put whatever she wanted on the back of this, on the spine of this. I didn't know how she'd be using this book, so I kind of left it for her to put whatever she chose to, if she wanted to title it or not. But I thought it would look really kind of cute, kind of good on a table. So that's the front and the back with an actual spine. And then I will be adhering my pages on the inside and tucking my little tags in. So I'll do a video of that after I get all the pages tucked in. And I appreciate Izzabel's patience in waiting for me to get this mini to her. Enjoy.